I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to test it out. Let's see here. But I'm going to... Oh, I can hear myself. Okay. Let's try. Drop that down. Let me try my transition, see if this works. So, if anybody does listen to this, you can let me know if you were able to see this. Let's see, transition. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure if that worked or not. Let me see. Let me go in my browser. Huh. Okay. I guess I can hear myself. Okay. If you are here, I don't see my chat though. If you are here, let me know if you can hear anything. I will check. I don't want to really start until I know if it's working or not, because the chat, I don't know. This is my first time doing a real stream, so I would like to make sure that it's working if anyone is here. But how do I check my chat? Do I open Twitch on my phone? Let me try that. Real quick. Bear with me, because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see here. Live. So let me play this. Hopefully it's... Oh, mute. Stop. Mute. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing some audio editing. That's what I'm doing here today. I'm not going to be playing any games. I'm going to edit some of Arc City with my audio editor. I figured, you know what? Some people may be looking to get into audio editing. They may wonder, how do you make a podcast? How do you edit the audio? Or even the audio drama Arc City. Maybe you're a fan of Arc City and you want to see how the cookies are made, how the cookie crumbles, as it were. All right, let me try. So, I don't know if anyone's in here or not. How do you tell if anybody in the chat room could just type in, I hear you, just so I know how it looks, if it works. I would like to know. So do me a favor and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to just try to do this and see if it works. So I will open up Audition. Let's see if this works. Let's drop a file in here. So I will drop in, let's see, I will open up what I've been working on thus far. So let's see. I will open up what I've been working on this far. Bonus. Let's try that. Let's see if that opens up in the video. Yeah, so do me a favor, if you are in here, if you can hear me, type into the chat, let me know. I just want to make sure this is working properly, because I have no clue. All right, I'm looking at the video. Oh, cool, look at that. Isn't that neat? Let's see if I can hear myself. Look at that. All right. I still don't know. Yeah, like I said. So if you're in here, if anyone stops in, please just type in the chat, hey, I hear you. I'm not really going to be paying attention to the chat much. I'm going to be trying to do some editing. So let's see. Let me put this back here. Let me go all the way to the beginning. So this is Adobe Audition. That's what I will be using. If you have questions specifically for your audio editor, your DAW, digital audio workstation or workspace, let me know. I do have a few other ones that I work with. But what you'll see here now, what I have open, is a multi-track that I have been working on. So my first track, if I double click on, I'm going to click on this first one. This is Alone in the World. So I will play that. That is my lovely opening song, which I love. That is my lovely. I have an amazing songwriter. I actually went on Fiverr and found this guy. He's incredible. And I don't know how loud this is, so if anyone, like I said, chat, type in there, let me know. Wow, I can't hear you talking, or that music is way too loud. I'll see if I can. Again, I am brand new to OBS and Twitch, so I'm not sure exactly what I am doing. So I'm going to just try to stumble along and then go back and look at this and see if it worked at all. So that is Alone in the Dark. Really cool. I found a guy on Fiverr. He's from Europe, I know. I'm not sure exactly which country, but I do have his information in our show notes for Arc City so that people can check him out. So basically, I double-clicked on that in my multi-track. So you can have a bunch of different audio files. That's an audio file. That's an audio file. That's an audio file. Let's try this one.
96X FM with O'Malley in the morning. 96X FM with O'Malley in the morning.
In the morning. So that's my DJ voice right there. That's not me. That is the great and wonderful. Of course, I won't be able to remember his name right now. As I am thinking about what I'm doing here. Gosh. Oh, well. Anyway, I'll try to remember that later. So anytime I do anything, I have to save it. I go back to my multi-track. Multi-track is basically, this is what I've worked on so far. I have first my song I put in, and then I have some static, radio static, because this is our bonus episode that's coming out. So if you're a fan of Arc City and you're going to be checking out the new bonus that'll be coming out as soon as I get done editing it, then you might not want to listen to everything I have to play here. But if you don't care, then this will be, because this will be some, what do you call that? Gosh, I forget stupid, silly words. It's funny. I can't think of what they are. Let me grab a drink of water. What do you call that? Oh my God. Spoiler. Spoiled food. Yeah. So this will be a spoiler because there'll be some things in here of what the new episode will be. So let me just play for you what I have so far. Hopefully you can hear this. I don't even know. So you can see the little ticker line is scrolling across. Playing the intro music. And then slowly the radio static will come in. Once the line gets to that. I already put that in right there. And here we go. Start of the episode.
Can't hear me. Nope.
Switching with radio channels.
Mr. Pop. Eat.
And we're going to find this.
96X FM with O'Malley in the morning.
We'll go back to another moving of the radio.
And now, back to the adventures of Lawful Good.
So actually right here, Tom Dwyer. Man, that's it. That's Tom Dwyer. Big Daddy. He has a Facebook page, actually, where he actually does some live shows. He's a really cool dude. But he's got a great over-the-top radio voice. I love it. But he's pretty busy, so he's not able to give me a new, updated vocal line that I need. So I've actually put out an audition on audio auditions on Facebook page, a group. And I have a bunch of great entries. I just have to pick one now to load onto here. So that hasn't been done yet. And
Man with the power to change.
So old-time radio music, that radio static.
I wish there was TV in Arc City.
Now this is a great part. This is my friend Nick Goblish, a local guy from the area. He's a podcaster. I met him at Mid-Atlantic Podcast Convention, which is in the Philadelphia area. It's actually in Swedesboro, New Jersey. So if you're a podcaster or you're in the Northeast area near Philadelphia, excuse me, you should check it out. It's a great, fairly inexpensive. I think it's couple $100 maybe to attend 2-day workshops. But you get to meet some great podcasters and learn some cool techniques, learn what everybody's up to. But just the contacts, you get to come there and meet these cool people. That, I mean, for me, it was like I was like fanboying because there were some podcasters there that I listened to, And then I came there and met these people that were like idols to me, that I've learned a lot from. One being Dave Jackson, the amazing School of Podcasting. Anyway, so this part is Nick and his son. They're doing a little old school radio commercial. So let's listen to that again.
I wish there was TV in our city. Boy, that'd be swell.
Now, Timmy, we talked about this. Radio is the theater of the mind.
Oh, gee, Dad. I hear TV is the bee's knees.
TV will rot your brain, son.
Great job. Switch the radio again. So now, now I have to go back to my script. Check out my script. My script says radio station changing. All right, the narrator comes in. Excuse me. The narrator will be playing, speaking the first part of his vocals. So let me pull up the narrator's voice. So let me open that file. Pardon me while I search for the narrator. There he is. And let's drag him on to the workspace. Let's see if we can see that. Bam. That would be Mr. Paul Abrisi. Excellent voiceover guy. Very accommodating, too. Paul's a good dude. Quickly gets me what I need. So now I opened up Paul's file. He has a few different spots that he's going to speak in this episode. So what I'm going to do is play the first section that I'm going to use right now in my multi-track. So,
playing around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were?
All right, so that's going to be it. So this first section, I will fast forward.
Damage the lights in his body. If you do, all is lost.
All right, cool. So I am going to now right-click on this. I've selected this file. So this huge file. Let's see. Well, I can't do it now, but because I already clicked on it. But so I right-click and I will copy to new. So I copy to new. Now it's just this one section of audio. Initially, let me go back to it's this huge file. So let's see how big it is. It's almost 6 minutes long. All right, it's all this audio. I don't need this audio here yet. This is part of a conversation he has with Eve, the AI. So I only need this first section. So I've copied and made that a new audio. So I will go back to that. Currently is untitled. So
playing around with something you don't understand.
There's the new audio. So I'm going to first rename it. So save as. I will call this. He's going to be 99 is his new name. 99 intro. Let's call it. If I could spell. Intro. Make sure where I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it in No, I want it on my desktop, which is in my ARC folder. Pardon me. As I search for my ARC folder. ARC, there it is. I put it in ARC, and then I will put it in bonus. Bam. And save. Okay. All right. So now I have to, once I did that, so now there's the audio I need right now for my multi-track. The multi-track is where it can easily work with different audio files. So I can have track 1, track 2, track 3, and you can have as many as you like. Doesn't matter. All right. And you know what? If you can contact me if you want more details. This is something new I'm trying, just doing this live. And I'll post this on YouTube too, I guess. If people want to check this out and learn how the sauce is made. Learn how the sauce is made. 99 intro. Let's put this down here. If you want to learn about it. If there's something specific you want to know, maybe glossing over a lot, maybe you're brand new and you have no idea what any of this means, email me or message me on Twitter. I am at Twitter at David O. Steele, Steele. You can always email us at pods, P-O-D-S, at steelempire.com as well. All right, so. Static. So, I'm going to need to kill this static. So let's turn that here. Let me zoom in. And I will fade. Make this a little bigger. See how that's
Playing around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were? So much data here. My apologies. These are taking some time to send out. The files have to be decrypted, translated into a Prim language you're likely to understand. I hope it's not too late. If you encounter the fugitive, do what you will with him, but don't damage the lights in his body. If you do, all is lost.
all right. We just restarted. So let me go back to where I was. What am I working on? Up to here, and I zoom in. So I'm gonna need to do some editing on his audio, his vocals. I'm gonna need to add a little echo. So basically, I can do that by double-clicking on that, and it'll open up just this. I can edit in here. I can add effects, compression. I can add some reverb. Let's see what happens. And it's cool in here. I can, in Adobe Audition, I can pick a bunch of just custom presets. Excuse me, custom. Not custom, but pick some presets, and I can adjust them if I like. I can play and see what it's going to sound
Playing
like.
around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were?
I can play
so
it,
much data here.
and then when I click on this button,
My apologies. These are
it
taking
adds
some time to
the
send
effect
out.
and takes
The
a little
files
bit.
have to be decrypted.
So I can play around and listen to it, see if I like it. Bunch of different ones here. Let's try Ghost Whispers. Let's see what that sounds like. I wonder if you can see this. Let me see if you can see this. I don't know. All right, let me go back. So, let's play.
Scripted, translated into a Prim language you're likely to understand. I hope it's
Ooh, that's way too much, Ghost. You know, it looks like you can't even see when I'm pulling up an editor. That's funny. That's weird. Not funny.
not too late. If you encounter
That's too much. Too much. Lodge auditorium. Furnished living room. Let's try that.
the fugitive, do what you will with him, but don't damage the lights in his body.
All right. We'll go back to our main page here. So, all right. We have that. Have him playing that, and then yeah, it's weird on the stream. When I open up the effects box, it's like all I'm showing is the main Adobe Audition panel, and it's not showing when I open up effects. It's just a separate box, I guess. That's strange. Okay, so I now need the lovely vocal to end this. And see if I can find it. It's not in here yet, so I'll have to search it. This will be audio file ended. So this is Jeff Moon. Killer voice Jeff has. Let's check that out.
Audio file 09477.
So Jeff, I'm going to do an effect to this.
Audio file 09.
This is going to be a robot effect. Because he's basically a robot voice. So, delay and echo. No, I want to do echo. Crazy train. Robot voice. Let's try that.
47749. Audio file 09.
That might be a little too much.
47749. Audio file 0947749. Audio file 0947749. Audio file 0947749.
Do I like that? I don't know. Let's try that. Let's apply it. Let's save this. That's something else. Audio file 1. Let's call it.
Audio file
See, I have to save it as something else because once it trashes it. Basically, Adobe Audition doesn't save the original. Once you overwrite it and save it in the same name, it kills your original file. So you want to make sure you save things in a different name if you want to keep them.
49. Audio file 0947749.
I'll play with that. I don't know if I like that too much. That echo. But for now, I'll just throw it in there. I can mess with the audio later. Audio file, here it is. So that's going to go right on the end of his speech.
Playing around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were? So much data here. My apologies. These don't damage the lights in his body.
I just grabbed the cursor of the sound and slid it. That's why it sounded like it fast-forwarded. Slid it across.
If you do, all is lost.
Audio file 0947749.
All right. So, my goodness. How do I get back there? Let's zoom in again. Let's drop that to the end of this. All right. I see I have 3 viewers, it looks like, that stopped in. If anybody is viewing this, if you can hear me, let me know if the audio is working. I'm just curious because I am brand new to OBS and Twitch. And I'm just
Audio
wondering
file.
if this is working at all.
You, all is lost.
Audio file 094.
Hold on, buddy.
All is lost.
Oh, it's lost.
Audio file
That works.
0947774.
Okay. So, also too, what I do, it's cool. I have some quick on my keyboard thing. So basically, when I want to play a file, I just click the space bar.
What did you think they
Click the space bar again to stop.
were?
Space bar,
So much data here.
space bar to stop. That's kind of cool. So I have my hands. My right hand is on my mouse. My left hand is on my keyboard as I'm working in the workstation. So that's kind of awesome. All right. Now let's see what's next. After that, we're gonna do a little more static, and then we have a debate. There's a debate that's going on in the background. So let's put some static in. We have another static, so I'll add that right there at the end. Zoom into that, and we click to jump to.
File 0947774.
All right. That's all we're gonna do right there. A little bit of static.
Wish there was TV in our city. Boy, that'd be swell.
Now, Timmy, we talked about this. Radio is the
After
theater of
static,
the
we have
mind.
the TV
Oh,
debate.
gee, Dad. I hear TV is the bee's knees.
TV will rot your brain, son.
Playing around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were? So much data here. My apologies. These are taking some time to send out. The files have to be decrypted, translated into a Prim language you're likely to understand. I hope it's not too late. If you encounter the
Sorry about that. I think my intro I clicked the wrong button. I was in OBS and I clicked transition in my Steel Empire intro. Looks like that kicked on. All right. So next up, that's funny. Next up, I'm going to have to load my debate. So, let me go to my debate. What I did ahead of time was I edited my debaters. So, let's put Dina and Jeff. Deanna. I forget how she says her name. She says it in her podcast all the time. I don't know why I can't remember that. But anyway. Now, this is a little crazy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a separate multi-track. I'm going to make a new multi-track session. This is going to be called Debate. Open. And I'm going to put Dina. It converts it. And Jeff Moon. So they have a debate. And debater 1. This coming from the recycled generation. Alright, so let's see who's first.
Take 2.
Take 2, she says. Let's cut this over here.
Letting a working body.
Alright, so first up is Mr. Jeff.
This coming from the recycled generation?
This coming from the recycled generation. The generation?
The generation that said, hey, let's recycle
Letting a
people.
working body.
Whoops, hold on. Alright, so I have 2 different files here. They both read their lines for the whole debate, actually. So now I have to cut them up. So I have them both here. So I have my razor, which is kind of cool. I click on that. Instead of a selection or move tool, I click on the razor. I come down here, and as soon as he's done speaking,
People.
I click on the razor. Bam, I just chopped his audio, which is amazing. It's a cool tool. So, as soon as he's done...
Let's recycle people.
All right, a little too long. So, the response from debater... Anna?
Recycle people.
Letting a work.
Nope, she needs to be a little quicker.
Recycle people.
Even quicker. Response.
Recycle people.
Letting a working body.
Hey, let's recycle people.
Letting a.
No, I want her to respond even quicker. Let's get that.
Let's recycle people.
Letting a working body part or organ go to waste is senseless.
Senseless. Cut that and slide her audio over. So then Mr. Moon will respond, senseless. And who decides how long? Let's slide him right back over here for his response.
Senseless.
And who gets to...
No, I need to make them quicker, because when people are pissed off in an argument, they answer back quick.
Senseless.
And who gets to decide how long you get to be dead before the harvest begins? Your body is your body for all time.
Your body is your body for all time.
Body for all time.
Says the organic.
That was pretty good. Just a hair more of a delay.
Body for all time.
Says the organic with
So let me cut his and move it.
a fake heart, lungs, and legs.
Feet, heart, lungs, and legs. All right, and then he responds to that. Slide down the cursor. Heart and legs. He responds.
Organic with a fake heart, lungs, and legs.
First, you took away
Lungs and legs.
With a fake heart, lungs, and legs.
First, you took away non-unique names, killing millions of years of traditions. Now you take away off-world travel for anyone who requires cryogenic hibernation. I mean, where's the line? Organics have rights.
Nice. Yeah, that's the amazing Jeff Moon. Really great voiceover guy. Organics have rights. Damn it.
Organics have rights.
You anti-Evo types are all the same. So afraid of the next step in evolution, you'll do anything to stop progress.
Progress? How dare you? You'll do anything to stop progress. Alright, you'll do anything to stop progress, and I keep switching back to my script. Make sure I'm following the order. Stop progress. Oh, I need to add a host. Okay, let's keep it civil. It's a big universe. There's room enough for all of us. Okay. I need to add a host there that's going to talk. And then she's going to come back in with a comment. So imagine host right here. Mr. Host. So after this, she said...
Do anything to stop progress.
Stop progress. And then Mr. Host will say, Okay, let's keep it civil. It's a big universe. There's room enough for all of us. And then she comes back with...
The teachings of Noah are very clear on these matters. We are the first alphas. We are the shepherds of the Prims. Now that means we have a responsibility to bring...
We have a responsibility to... No, I need to change that. We have a responsibility to... No, I must say two.
Responsibility to...
And then cut that out. So stop that. Let's go back to the multi-track. So basically what I did was I double-clicked on the file that I wanted to edit, and I silenced. That's cool. I mapped the keyboard, so I just hit S. The letter S on my keyboard, and it automatically silences it right away. You know, you have Control-C for copy, Control-V for paste, Control-A copies everything, Control-X deletes everything. It's great to use keyboard shortcuts. So in Audition, I have it changed to the letter S that silences. So I don't have to control or anything.
Ability
to what?
He's going to interrupt her quicker.
Responsibility
to what?
So I have her saying responsibility to, and then he cuts her off right away. So basically, I'm just sliding his audio here. This is Jeff. You can see the title says Jeff Moon.
Means we have a responsibility to
what?
Cut her off more.
Responsibility
to what? Make every
a responsibility
to what? Make every organic, intelligent being in the universe just like us?
Nice argument. I like it. Just like us? How dare you? Alright, so... Just like us. Let me check my script real quick. Just like us. And then she says, to enlighten them. But I don't think he's buying it.
Just like us?
And I'm going to have her answer a little quicker.
Just like us?
To enlighten them.
To enlighten them. She did such a great job. And so did he, I must say. And then he interrupts her. Huh.
And when they get...
To enlighten them.
And when they get link cord sickness? When they're too weak to control the ISOs? When the ISOs take over the mind, then what?
Evolution.
Then what?
Mind, then what?
Let's have her respond a little quicker.
Take over the mind, then what?
Evolution. Weeding out the weakest, as is the natural way.
And I think that is the end. Oh, crap. Let's see. As is the natural way. Yes, that would be the end of the conversation. So let me cut that out. All right, so let me scroll back. All right, so what I've done is I've made a multi-track just for the debate. So I have their two voices. So out of my regular episode, let me go back to that. So this is going to be the bonus episode. This is everything I'm working on right here. So we have the intro music. I could listen to this 100 times. And then we have our radio
Can't hear me. Nope. Mr. Pop.
Mr. Pop.
Eat.
96X FM with O'Malley in the
And
morning.
this will be a new guy doing my radio DJ voice. This audio from Mr.
And
Tom
now,
Dwyer
back to
I
the
stole
adventures
from
of Lawful Good,
episode
a
8.
man with the power to choose.
I think we switched to
I wish there was TV in our city. Boy, that'd be swell.
Now, Timmy, we talked about this.
That's
Radio
good.
is the
That's
theater
awesome.
of the mind.
Oh, gee, Dad.
Great job.
I hear TV is the bee's knees.
TV will rot your brain, son.
Eat.
And our narrator
Playing
goes back
around
on.
with something you don't understand. Is
And
the
I'm
curse
gonna-
of the Prims.
I have to
What did
affect
you
his
think they
voice
were?
Here.
So much
There'll be a
data
little
here.
reverb, maybe some.
My apologies.
Sounds like he's coming
These
to
are
a
taking
radio.
some time to send out.
More like a AM effect.
The files have to be decrypted.
And then I get to the end of what he's talking
All is
about.
lost.
Audio file 0947749.
So audio file has been played. That's the computer speaking, and then right after that, we're gonna hear the static again. We switch channels on the radio, and then the debate will play, and this will be the debate. So what I did was, that's the main. That's the main multi-track right here. What I did was I took the audio files and I made a new multi-track. So I'm going to double click that, open up. I only have 2 audio files here, track 1 and 2. I took Jeff Moon and Deanna did some audio for me as debaters. They're going to be scientific debaters talking about, well, you'll hear in a minute. And that's going to be kind of a backdrop sound as we move on in the audio drama episode. It's kind of a... you're hearing it in the background on the radio.
This coming from the recycled generation? The generation that said, hey, let's recycle people.
And this is also going to have an effect to it. It's going to have the radio sound. So I'm actually going to, I'll let you hear what it sounds like. Let me try it. I'll go to my effects rack and I will do track effect. So let's do track effect. Let me add the AM radio sound. I'll let you hear what it sounds like.
This coming from the recycled generation? The generation that said, hey, let's recycle people.
Why don't I hear it? Oh, track 1.
Letting a working body part or organ go to waste is senseless.
And who gets to decide how?
That's funny. So I did it to track 1. That's all right. I guess because I clicked on track 1. Track 2. Let's do the AM radio as well.
How long you get to be dead before the harvest begins. Your body is your body for all time.
Says the organic with a fake heart, lungs, and legs.
First, you took away non-unique
You can
names,
see how
killing
I chopped up
millions
their
of years of
vocals
traditions.
and put them
Now
in
you take
line.
away off-world travel for anyone who requires cryogenic hibernation. I mean, where's the line? Organics have rights.
You anti-Evo types are all the same. So afraid of the next step in
And then
evolution,
this is where the
you'll
host
do
comes
anything
in.
to
We
stop
don't have the audio
progress.
yet. All right. There's a big
The
word for
teachings
everybody.
of no
Oh, I'm sorry. That'll be this world's big enough.
to stop progress.
All right. The world's big enough for all of us. And then we continue.
The teachings of Noah are very clear on these matters. We are the first alphas. We are the shepherds of the Prims. Now that means we have a responsibility to
what? Make every organic, intelligent being in the universe just like us?
enlighten them.
And when they get link cord sickness? When they're too weak to control the ISOs? When the ISOs take over the mind, then what?
Evolution, weeding out the weakest, as is the natural way.
Cool. So, that's really neat. I'm going to save that. Save. Yes. So I just saved that as a session. So I have my debate. And then once I'm ready, if I like that, I still have to add in the one host vocal. And then see if I like the effects, where I added the AM radio style sound to their voices. Once I like that, I will then export this. So I'll go to File, Export, Mixdown, Multitrack Mixdown, entire session. And then basically it'll mix it down to a WAV file or MP3, whichever I choose, and make it one file. And then I will take that one file and I will slap it in here, right where it belongs. That's basically what I'm doing. So next up, we have a conversation between 99, that's our narrator, and Eve. And this is a major spoiler alert. Eve, if you listen to Arc City Season 1, Eve is the AI, or supposedly the AI, that lawful good Nathan Alexander hears within his head. And us as the listener, or you as the listener listening to it, can hear it because Nathan Lawful Good has these icosahedrons built into him, surgically implanted into him. And so it's recording everything. So what you're listening to is everything that he's recorded within himself. So he's part machine now. He has this technology built into him, and it's a built-in recorder. So when you hear her speaking to him, the AI in his head, which no one else can hear but him, the recorder still picks it up. Basically, though, this, as a spoiler alert, is in fact a spoiler alert, because it's telling us now that Eve is actually a human, or was an alien or something. Because anyway, I won't keep talking. I will scroll up in my script here. That's why you're not seeing anything, because I'm on another page. I guess I have to look into OBS how to. Again, I apologize because I'm new to this. How do I switch, or just have a window capture, I guess, where you can see that I'm opening the script? Right now, you can only see Adobe Audition, which is weird. So, what I'm going to do now, this is my main show here. And my music that plays. This is where I throw in all my audio here, and this will be the episode. But what I'm going to do now is I did the debate, which will go here, right at the end of this. And then it switches to the conversation between 99, our narrator, and Eve. So what I'm going to do now is edit that. I'm going to create that, actually. So I'm going to open up another multi-track session. I'm going to call it Convo Eve and 99. Convo Eve 99. Bam. All right, so now I have a blank template. I have a multi-track that is open, waiting for files to be dropped in. So I am going to drop them in. I'm going to open up. I already have Paul Abrisi, who is 99. I have him opened, but I have to bring Eve into the mix. So I'm going to open up Paul Abrisi, 99, as you were. I don't want to open it up. I want to drag him. So I have the multi-track. I go over to my left files that I have loaded right now. I have Arc City bonus, Paul Abrisi. I will drag him over here. I drag him over. I zoom in. Up to this marker is where I don't need. So I'm going to skip all that. So he sent me an audio file. I gave him a script of what I needed him to read. And he read the whole thing in one shot. The beginning of it was something I played earlier in the episode. This is a different conversation. So I did little markers. You could see, I don't know if you can, but there's little white lines here. I made a marker. Another cool feature in Adobe Audition. I just hit the keyboard letter M, Mike. and it throws in this line, this marker, which is pretty neat.
Enter.
All right, cool. So it's going to start with him saying enter. Basically, the door chimes. That's part of the script as well. The doorbell rings. And he invited Eve to come over.
Enter. Thanks.
All right. So obviously she says something to him. So I cut it. I love this cut tool. This is neat because I can work in this multi-track. Let me load Eve up here. I just love this feature. There's Eve. And I can just slide them. It's so awesome because now I have both the recordings that they gave me. All right, so I have Eve, which is Lisha Mitchell. She's amazing, Alicia. She plays Eve. And then Paula Brisi plays the narrator. So I have both their audios. I load them both in here, track 1 and track 2. And then I just chop them up. This is a cool way for me, I think, to slam them together and then make one file with both their voices in here. That's how I do it.
Enter.
So she needs to walk in.
Wow, you look like hell.
That first breath was just Alicia in the studio. That's funny.
Wow,
That was just Alicia breathing, getting ready to record. That is too funny. So,
Enter.
the doorbell chimes, slides open.
Wow.
She walks up to him. So, a little bit of space there.
Wow, you look like hell. Are you still going to be on tonight?
So, wow, you look like hell. And then he responds to that. Gee, thanks. So I have to now use my cutter because that's all she's saying. And then he has to respond. So.
Wow, you look like hell.
Thanks.
So let's make that a little quicker response.
You look like hell.
Thanks.
Still too slow.
Wow, you look like hell.
Thanks. I'll live.
Thanks, I'll live. Cut. And then she asks him a question. I'm going to have her actually redo this for me because it's hard to understand.
Are you still going to be on tonight? We could use a good healer.
Are you still going to be on tonight? It kind of mumbles there. Are you still going to be? It's supposed to be, are you still going to be on tonight? We could use a good healer. So it sounds like they play online gaming.
Thanks. I'll live.
Are you still going to be on tonight? We could use a good healer.
We could use a good healer. And then he will respond. We could use a good healer. And then he will respond.
Yeah, I could use some game time. Screen off.
I could use some game time. And then she will say, what?
Let's do some game time.
Let's get her right up there.
Great. So what's so important I had to come in person?
Cut.
Screen off.
Very good.
I know I've always said I'd be the last organic, but I did it.
All right, so he turns his head and he basically moved his face away from the mic, which is kind of cool. And he tells the screen to shut off. And screen off, what's happening here is the amazing Adam Christopher wrote in the script that debate that we're hearing on the radio is going on in the background. So that's really cool. So it really immerses you into the audio drama. So it's like a real world. So we're hearing 99 listening to this audio at his house. You hear the radio, and then you hear this coming from the recycle generation, the generation that said, hey, let's recycle people, letting a working body part of Oregon. So you're hearing this debate on the radio or TV going on. And then she comes in. Volume's going to go down on that debate, but you're still going to hear it in the background, which is kind of cool. Gives you that real world experience. And they're talking, and then he finally says screen off. Screen off, and then you hear that debate will end.
I know I've always said I'd be the last organic, but...
And then she interrupts him It says, oh, hold up.
99. Let me stop you right there.
I've always said I'd be the last organic, but
And I want her to cut him off a little sooner.
the last organic, but
99.
I know I've always said I'd be the last organic, but
99.
Maybe a little sooner. Let me have her talk over him a little bit.
he said I'd be the last organic, but
90.
I'm going to have to turn his volume up, too.
the last organic, but
99. Let me stop you right there. If this is your way to win me back.
All right. If this is your way to win me back. No. It's nothing like that. Sure, 99.
I did it. I got the procedure. No, it's
Let's see. I did it. I got the procedure.
but
99. Let me stop you right there.
All right, so he says,
I did it. I got the procedure.
Way to win.
I know I've always said I'd be the last organic, but
99. Let me stop you right there.
I did it.
Let me stop you right there.
I did it. I got the procedure.
If this is your way to win me back.
if this is your way to win me back. No. It's not like that. What are you talking about? So Mr. Paul jumps in. No.
If this is your way to win me back.
No, it's not like that. It's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. What kind of things? I got diagnosed. All right. Let's try that.
I got diagnosed with cryoshock. It is.
Diagnosed with cryoshock. And then she will respond to that. If I slide that up.
Diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real.
I got diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real. Did you start aging?
I didn't think that was real. It is. So, basically what I'm doing is chopping this up. So he speaks, she speaks, and this, again, this is in my script. So.
Diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real.
It is.
A little quicker with that.
Diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real.
It is. It's very real. I'm coming up on 375,000 cycles of uptime, and cryo isn't an option anymore.
Did you start aging?
Cryo isn't an option anymore.
Did you start aging?
And then he responds.
It isn't an option anymore.
Did you start aging?
No, but I would have soon enough.
Pops.
Oh, whoops. I just started to move Eve's file, and I forgot to cut it. So I started moving it, so I messed up my alignment here. So basically, I go back up to Edit, Undo, which you can also do Control Z. Undo, and it just slams it right back to where I had it. And then I go, whoops, I forgot to cut it. So I cut it, and this little red thing here basically closes this file up. Get it lined up to where I want it. Get him out of the way.
Goals are too fresh.
Anymore.
Did you start aging?
No, but I would have soon enough.
Popsicles are too.
But I would have soon enough. Once the decline starts, I'm told it's rapid. He speaks a little more, so I need to move her out. Whoops, I put her up top by accident. He has more to say.
Oh, but I would have soon enough. Once the decline starts, I'm told it's rapid. Then they pass the travel ban, and, well, that was the final straw. You can't be an archangel on a planet with no active arcs. There's still a place.
With no active arcs. And then she responds.
Planet with no active arcs.
Popsicles are too.
You can't be an archangel on a planet with no active arcs.
Popsicles are too fragile for space travel anyway. You see that now, don't you?
And then he responds. I know this is exciting. It's not much of a stream for people to be entertained, but basically a learning thing. I guess you can see how I do this.
There's still a place in our universe for organics. When is your kind going to accept that? Shepherds of no...
So basically I go to the script again, and I see that he says that. There's still a place in our universe for organics. When are you going to accept that? When is your kind going to accept that? And she says, what? My kind?
There's still a place in our universe for organics. When is your kind going to accept that?
My kind? Who the hell are you talking to? Boy, what you mean by my kind? Hold up.
Universe for organics. When is your kind going to accept that?
My kind?
Universe for organics. When is your kind going to accept that?
My kind? What do you mean, my kind? When we were together...
What you mean by my kind? Who are you talking to? Shepherds of Noah, reapers in training. Alright, so let's see what else he has to say. Whoa, hold up. I didn't mean anything by it.
Kind.
He has to respond here.
What do you mean, my kind?
Shepherds of Noah, Shinagamis in training. Let's be honest. What you heard was...
Shepherds in training. And then she responds, what?
Let's be honest.
Shepherds in training. When we were together.
Shinagamis in training.
When we were together, you always said it wasn't worth it. Then, at the first sign of...
Shepherds in training.
Shinagamis in training.
When we were together, you always said it wasn't worth it. Then, at the first sign of aging, just before the first wrinkle sets in, you're off to the installer.
You're off to the installer. You're off to the installer. And then he says, let's be honest.
Just before the first wrinkle sets in, you're off to the installer.
Let's be honest. What you heard was you weren't worth it. Honesty is drama for you.
What you heard is you weren't worth it.
You heard was you weren't worth it.
You weren't worth it. Where's her voice at? Get over here. Oh, stop being so dramatic.
You weren't worth it.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Honesty is...
A little more delay.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Honesty is drama for you. Following the Noah.
Honesty is drama for you. And she says, oh, please.
It is drama for you.
Oh,
It is drama for you.
oh, please.
Oh, please. All right, so, oh, please, we're going to have to... Oh, please. 0 rooms. I wonder if I could send myself a chat. Hey, look at that. Testing 1, 2. Testing with 2 viewers. I think I'm one. Ha! That's funny. I might be both viewers. I'm actually just checking out this Twitch stream. Because I'm viewing through player.me to see if it's working. Viewing through player.me to see if it's working. And I'm also viewing on my phone to see if it's working. So that's funny. That's funny. You're so funny. Alright, so let me close that. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Steel Empire is now live. That's cool. So on Discord, it showed that I went live with the Twitch stream. Cool. Alright. I need to make a note because I need Alicia to change something for me. So I need her to do that vocal one more time. Let me go back to that again. Oh, please, I think it was.
For you.
Oh, please.
So, oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. More sigh and blowing him off. Oh, please. Okay. I just had to make a note for her because I need to have her change that. Oh, please. Oh, please.
He is drama for you.
Oh, please.
Oh, please. All right. Uh-huh. And then you hear some awkward silence. Ambient sounds of the advanced tech in the advanced department hums and whirls. And then she continues. Have you thought about the teachings of Noah? Pardon me. It could help you in all this.
Have you thought about the teachings of the Noah? It could guide you in all of this.
Following the Noah. You're fond of old stories. Here's one. A Noah missionary ship discovered prims called troglodytes. They evolved to be fully intelligent life forms in all the ways that matter. They even walked upright. The planet was mostly caves. Everything they needed, they got from the vast planet-wide system of mountain caves. Over the eons, they lost all pigment in their skin, causing them to be photoallergic. And over time, they even lost their eyes. They were all blind. So to communicate, they'd sing. The caves naturally amplified the sound. It echoed, carried by cave winds. So the followers of Noah did what they do. They set up an ark on the planet, and over time, integrated the troglo with Icos. They could see again through the Icos. They stopped singing. They moved above ground, started wars against those who refused to leave the caves. They stripped the planet of its resources, developed space travel, and now they travel the galaxy. They haven't been back to their home planet since. Those caves never sang again. Now, if you don't think something was lost, you're kidding yourself. He's no prophet. He's not chosen. He just wants the organics gone or confined to an ark.
Cool. And then she
or
responds,
confined to an ark.
Well, still. Think about it. Right, so.
So, think about it. So, where did you install that?
About it. Right, so where did you install that?
Yeah. Wrist.
Wish
Right-
they had
right here.
location up.
Wrist. Right here.
Wish they had location options when I got
Well-
mine.
Cut that out.
Right here.
Wish they had location options when I got.
She breathes. I'm going to cut that out.
Where did you install that?
Wrist. Right here.
Wish they had location options when I.
Right here.
Wish they had location options when I got mine. Who did your setup?
All right. Wish they had location options when I did mine. Who did your setup? Well, actually, about that.
Who did your setup?
Well, I know we've had our differences, but I thought you might give it a go. I trust you.
All right, I give it a go. I trust you. Why do you trust me?
Why?
I don't know. Let's see, why? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a audio drama.
You.
Why?
The only person
Tell me why.
I know who hasn't changed
I think you're.
after having one of these installed.
Installed. I think you're just trying to get me naked. I think you're just trying to get me naked. So let's get real, boy. You're just trying to get my shirt off. So,
After having one of these installed.
I think you're just trying to get me to take my shirt off. I suppose. Do you have a link cord?
I think you're trying to get me to take my shirt off.
Take my shirt off.
And then he will say, yeah.
Trying to get me to take my shirt off.
Oh, nothing I haven't seen before.
Nothing I haven't seen before. Because we used to be a couple.
I haven't seen before.
I suppose. Do you have a link cord?
Do you have a link cord? Do you have a link cord?
Do you have a link cord?
Yeah, they gave me one. It's around here somewhere. Oh, wait. Here it is.
Paul, you did such a good job, dude. You're so good. He like acts it out. He's looking around for
Oh,
it.
wait. Here it is.
That's way too short. We need one that goes from your wrist to...
That's way too short. Huh? Get it?
to my chest. Here, use mine. See? Now that's a...
So she digs around in her backpack. Okay.
To my chest.
To my chest.
Here, use mine. See? Now that's a proper cord. Okay.
Now that's a proper chord. Okay.
Have you loaded into your core yet? Or is this the first time?
No, this will be the first time.
This will be the first time. All right. And then she says,
I'll be gentle.
I'll be gentle.
Is it a template or...
First time.
I'll be gentle. Is it a custom? I'll be gentle. Is it a template or custom? Or custom?
Custom build.
Custom build.
Okay. Plug on in.
What do you think?
Plug on in. And then she takes her shirt off. And then there's okay, so let's go back to the very beginning and see how much we have so far. So now you can see, if I scroll on here a little bit, you can see everything I did. So you see all these audio things. Now, if I had all of these separate, it would be a real pain in the butt. I mean, that was a lot of work right there. And that took a few minutes. But if they were all chopped up, just each sentence, that would be so much sliding over. So what's nice is I can get them to record the whole thing. Just pretend they're having a conversation. Excuse me. Basically, matter of fact, Paul had his wife do the read of Eve, and I could hear her in the background. And I just went through and cut that out, or edited it earlier, just his file. So basically, cut her voice out. But when he's recording, he's still acting it out. He says his lines. So she says, "Are you gonna be gaming tonight?" "Yeah, I'll try to get on." And then she says, "Okay, so why'd you bring me here?" Well, you see, so they're having a conversation so he can get into character. And then I clean that audio up, and I can just throw it in here. And then I can chop it up as you see.
Enter.
Wow, you look like hell.
So we have a space there because the door slides open. I didn't put that audio in yet, but the door will slide open, and she will walk a few steps.
Enter.
Wow, you look like hell.
Thanks. I'll live.
Are you still going to be on tonight? We could use a good healer.
Yeah, I could use some game time.
Great. So what's so important I had to come in person?
Screen off. I know I've always said I'd be the last organic, but...
99... Let me stop you right there.
I did it. I got the procedure.
If this is your way to win me back...
No, it's not like that. It's a lot of things. I got diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real.
It is. It's very real. I'm coming up on 375,000 cycles of uptime, and cryo isn't an option anymore.
Did you start aging?
No, but I would have soon enough. Once the decline starts, I'm told it's rapid. Then they pass the travel ban, and, well, that was the final straw. You can't be an archangel on a planet with no active arcs.
Popsicles are too fragile for space travel anyway. You see that now, don't you?
There's still a place in our universe for organics. When is your kind going to accept that?
My kind? What do you mean, my kind?
Shepherds of Noah, Shinagamis in training.
When we were together, you always said it wasn't worth it. Then, at the first sign of aging, just before the first wrinkle sets in, you're off to the installer.
Let's be honest. What you heard was you weren't
So I either have to turn his
don't be so
vocals
dramatic.
Honesty
Or
is
turn
drama
hers
for
down.
you.
Oh, please.
Because she's a little stronger than him.
Have you thought about the teachings of the Noah? It could guide you in all this.
Following the Noah. You're fond of old stories. Here's one. A Noah missionary ship discovered prims called troglodytes. They evolved to be fully intelligent life forms in all the ways that matter. They even walked upright. The planet was mostly caves. Everything they needed, they got from the vast planet-wide system of mountain caves. Over the eons, they lost all pigment in their skin, causing them to be photoallergic. And over time, they even lost their eyes. They were all blind. So to communicate, they'd sing. The caves naturally amplified the sound. It echoed, carried by cave winds. So the followers of Noah did what they do. They set up an ark on the planet, and over time, integrated the troglo with Icos. They could see again through the Icos. They stopped singing. They moved above ground, started wars against those who refused to leave the caves. They stripped the planet of its resources, developed space travel, and now they travel the galaxy. They haven't been back to their home planet since. Those caves never sang again. Now, if you don't think something was lost, you're kidding yourself. He's no prophet. He's not chosen. He just wants the organics gone or confined to an ark.
Well, still. Think about it. Right, so where did you install at?
Wrist. Right here.
Wish they had location options when I got mine. Who did your setup?
Well, I know we've had our differences, but I thought you might give it a go. I trust you.
Why?
The only person I know who hasn't changed after having one of these installed.
I think you're just trying to get me to take my shirt off.
Oh, nothing I haven't seen before.
I suppose. Do you have a link cord?
I suppose.
Yeah, they gave me one. It's around here somewhere. Oh, wait, here it is.
That's way too short. We need one that goes from your wrist to my chest. Here, use mine. See? Now that's a proper cord. Okay. Have you loaded into your core yet? Or is this the first time?
No, this'll be the first time.
I'll be gentle. Is it a template or custom?
Custom build.
Okay. Plug on in.
So now, as soon as she or he plugs into her, the scene will change. I'll make some sound effects there. And they're going into the UI. They're going to be in a different instance, in a meditative form. And they're both going to be in there. It's his space. And so, I am talking to Mr. Jean Leger on my Facebook Messenger. And he says, tell your viewers I said hi. So, that's him saying hi. Hello. I don't know if you can see that or not. Wow. So, thanks, John.
What?
Jean Leger. He says hi. Now, where am I? I think I'm actually going to end this. So basically, I'm going to save this. Save how much I did already. Then I have to continue. There's a whole nother conversation here. You see how much more I have to edit. Once they're in the UI, in their headspace, there's a conversation that goes on there. So I have to continue editing that. So, let's go back to the main bonus.
Can't have me. Nope. Mr. Pop. Eat.
96X FM with O'Malley in the morning. And now, back to the adventures of Lawful Good, a man with the power to change.
I wish there was TV in our city. Boy, that'd be swell.
Now, Timmy, we talked about this. Radio is the theater of the mind.
Aw, gee, Dad. I hear TV is the bee's knees.
TV will rot your brain, son.
Playing around with something you don't understand is the curse of the Prims. What did you think they were? So much data here. My apologies. These are taking some time to send out. The files have to be decrypted, translated into a Prim language you're likely to understand. I hope it's not too late. If you encounter the fugitive, do what you will with him, but don't damage the lights in his body. If you do, all is lost.
Audio file 0947749.
And then we will hear the debate.
This coming from the recycled generation? The generation that said, hey, let's recycle people.
Letting a working body part or organ go to waste is senseless.
And who gets to decide how long you get to be dead before the harvest begins? Your body is your body for all time.
So now, as that's going on, we're going to hear the beginning of this.
Enter.
Wow, you look like hell.
Thanks. I'll live.
Are you still going to be on tonight? We could use a good healer.
Yeah, I could use some game time.
So this will be playing the background of that. It'll go quieter.
Says the organic with a fake heart,
So we'll
lungs,
hear
and
this
legs.
conversation. It's a
First,
TV
you
conversation
took away
in the
non-unique
background,
names, killing
which is kinda
millions of
cool.
years
Gives
of
you that
traditions. Now
more
you take
in-depth
away
feeling
off-world
in the
travel
drama.
for anyone who requires cryogenic
Until
hibernation. Where's the
99
line?
says screen
Organics
off.
have
When he
rights.
says screen
You
off,
anti-Evo
this
types
will
are all
end.
the same. So afraid of the next step in evolution, you'll do anything to stop progress. The teachings of Noah are very clear on these matters. We are the first alphas. We are the shepherds of the Prims.
Ooh.
Now that means we have a responsibility to...
To what? Make every organic, intelligent being in the universe just like us?
to enlighten them.
And when they get link cord sickness? When they're too weak to control the ISOs? When the ISOs take over the mind, then what?
Evolution, weeding out the weakest, as is the natural way.
Screen off. So...
Great. So what's so important I had to come in person?
Screen off.
So when he says screen off, that audio of the debate will end.
I know I've always said...
And then we'll have their conversation. So let me go back to narrator, and just before I end the stream, I'm going to up his volume. He's a little quiet compared to Eve. Or maybe I can bring Eve down. Let me look at Eve first. Eve's a little high, so let's do a little compression on Eve. We'll do a little digital processing.
Wow, you look like hell. Are you still going to be on tonight?
Let's see if I can push that down a little bit. A little bit. Mm-hmm.
Wow, you look like hell. Are you still going to be on tonight?
Let's try saving that. Save as. Let's do 3. 3. And let's turn Paul up a little. So let's go into effects and hard limiter. Let's hard limit him to 1.
Scripted, translated into a Prim language you're likely to understand.
Let's see if that's enough. Yeah. Okay.
Playing around with something you don't understand.
So basically what that did, hard limiter will increase, amplify his volume. At the same time, it puts a limit at the -1 dB. So that he doesn't go over and screw up your speakers. So, let's see.
I'd be the last organic, but
99. Let me stop you right there.
I did it. I got the
That
procedure.
sounds a little better.
If this is your way to win me back,
No, it's not like that. It's a lot of things. I got diagnosed with cryoshock.
I didn't think that was real.
It is. It's very real. I'm coming up on 375,000 cycles of uptime, and cryo isn't an option anymore.
Did you start aging?
No, but I would have soon enough. Once the decline starts, I'm told it's rapid.
Okay. So that's that. We'll save that. That's not bad at all. Yes. Pardon me. Let's see. Bonus. Let's save that. I like everything so far. Looks like everything is saved. So we're done. We're going to close this out. So thank you if you're checking this out at some point. I'm going to do a, let's see. Again, I have to practice this OBS streaming software. I'm not sure how to do this overlay here. I'm not even sure if that's working. But let me try media source. What happens? Oops, cancel. I don't know what I just did. Hello? Load. I don't know if you can still hear me talking or not. Huh, that's pretty cool. SteelEmpire.com. So if you still hear me, thank you very much. My name is David Steele with the Steel Empire. You can reach me at pods, P-O-D-S, at SteelEmpire.com. You can also catch us on Twitter. We're on Twitter a lot. Steel Empire is at Empire Steel because Steel Empire was already taken. So at Empire Steel, it's backwards. You can also reach me directly at David O. Steele. The letter O in the middle there, David O. Steele. There's a couple other David Steeles, book narrators, voiceover artists. I think there's an English actor as well, David Steele. So I made my online presence, David O. Steele. So you can reach me there. Also, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/SteelPods, or SteelPod, P-O-D. All right, that's it. Let's end this.